Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Dumb TV. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for brand new content. This your boy Goldmouth Shorty. Let me get straight down to business. Today we finna talk about Cecil Glenn and Steve Rowland, aka DC, the Brain Supreme, and Steve Rowland, aka Steve Gibson. You know, they was part of the group Tagteam, and they got their start on Bellmark Records. And you know, they dropped that hit, Whoop There It Is, in 1993. And they was on Life Records too. You know what I'm saying? They did some other things with Warner Dance label, and they did some stuff with Atlas Records, and then they did some stuff with Disney World Records, because Disney had a record company. Well, let me go ahead and take y'all back to the beginning, man. Well, Steve Rowland and DC the Brain Supreme, they met in Atlanta. But, you know, they ain't originally from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I think they from Washington and somewhere else. But they met in college or something like that. Maybe high school. And, you know, they was performing at parties together. You know what I'm saying? Because the Brain Supreme, he was a DJ. And then he started working for Magic City, and he was doing his little DJ set up there every weekend. And you know, with the little money he was making, he would go do demos with Steve Rowland. But you know, they ain't never had no good hits, because they was trying Pro Tools when they first started out. And you know, they just couldn't come up with nothing. And then one day they was in the club, and Carlos Spencer came in there. A lot of people don't know who that is. They was a part of the group 95 South. And you know, it was like a freak nick or something going on, because 95 South, 69 boys, all them boys went up to Atlanta and they just started handing out all their CDs. And then they went club hopping, and one of the clubs they went to was Magic City. And then they played the record, you know what I'm saying? And the DJ at the time was one of the tag team dudes, and he was going crazy about the reaction that the record was getting. And then the whole crowd was chanting, "Whoop, there it is, whoop, there it is." And then he just cut the music off, and then the club would just go crazy. Strippers was making money, everything. So 95 South, they left because they suggest test the records out, because they had recorded that record in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And they left the record in the dude studio drive. And then these guys found out where the record was recorded because they asked questions. And they went back up there and hooked up with the producer. And the producer was playing some tracks. And then they played the Whoop There It Is track. And then they decided to remake it and cover their own behinds by sampling another song, but keeping everything else basically different besides the hook. And they made an old flat version that was easy to sing and easy for people to remember. And then Bellmark just ripped it, just ripped the whole idea that 95 South did, because they did a street video, and then he went and hooked up with Disney, and they just did a Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse video. They had chipmunks on it. Man, this song got remixed like 10 times. It went 4 times platinum. It went gold 2 different times. You know what I'm saying? Mickey Mouse went gold with the song. There's 2 videos made to the song. And then they was running all the way to the sunset. 95 South like, hold on, man, this my record, man. The boys were so far up that it wasn't no turnaround. So they fought. And then they won. Because they had so much money, they had a team backing them up, and they stole the song. They started even getting on compilations and movie soundtracks, like Addams Family. And they just blowing up. But everybody know the truth about them because 95 South was in the streets at the time. 69 Boys was taking over. So they couldn't do no shows anywhere besides Disney commercial stuff. You know what I'm saying? They had to go on Daytona Spring Bling and stuff and perform. They couldn't do the little Magic Cities no more because they was getting chairs thrown at them and getting ran up out the club. You know, they was getting ran down up on, man, by people and by fans because they know they was still in the song and it was such a rip-off. Like, how could you perform it? And they had a version when they was playing basketball and it was just crazy. Jordan was inviting them to their house and talking about Space Jam. And they was just living it up. So they got ran up out of the United States and had to go overseas and do some shows. And then they tried to get another hit, but nobody wouldn't let them record in their studio no more. And they just fell off and they ain't got no more ties to the industry without them running their mouth and performing that same old song that they did at the Super Bowl halftime. But that's the only song they can get booked for. 4 minutes worth of show time. They have no more songs. But that's enough on Tagteam. They stole their one hit wonder and they've been messed up ever since. Peace, I'm out.